All right, guys, this is what we doing. So, Spider Man Noir. So, first of all, can someone, did either you two know anything about the background of this Spider Man?
First time I ever saw this character was in the video game Shattered Dimensions, like a couple years ago.
Correct.
I don't know if that's the first appearance of the character, but that was the first time I ever saw him. Then other time I saw him was in the Spider Verse series. That
Mm-hmm.
was Olivier
20.
Coipel was on the art, and what's
Mm-hmm.
his name? Dan Slott was writing the story. And then
Mm-hmm.
then I saw him in the Spider Verse movie where they added this fedora to his outfit, which I don't like. I'll be honest. And he's got like the oh, I would have preferred to see him with an actual gun instead of the grapnel.
Mm-hmm.
And without the, I don't mind the trench coat, but I'd like to see him without. If there's a switch out without the fedora, that would be nice. But yeah, the fedora and the trench coat is from the animated movie.
Really? Is it?
Yeah, he normally doesn't wear that. They just added that in his design in the animated movie.
Interesting.
Yeah. Otherwise, it looks cool. The base looks like it's fun, like a
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
burning building or something.
yeah. But
Mm-hmm.
Buck is right. You know, the first time I came across this was through the video game, but it was a comic book that came out in 2009, Spider Man Noir. So, and I don't really remember too much on that, but I remember playing the Spider Man games, and that's when I first saw this character.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, the reason why I like it is because it's different. You know, it's that whole dimensional kind of Spider Man. And then you know they're getting ready to bring out the Miles Morales movie, and you might
Mm-hmm.
see this character in that movie. But you know,
Mm-hmm.
it's Spider Man. But I just like the different concept of it. So it was Daniel Bell. So I mean, I love it.
I think it looks.
It's a biased opinion, to be honest. I love it.
Yeah, absolutely. Um, I think it looks pretty cool. I mean, this version of Spider Man isn't my favorite version of Spider Man, right? But and that's because I don't really know much about him, but I do think it looks cool. And I'm most excited to see what the base, like, what does the base look like, right? Because
Mhm.
looks like that's, if I had to guess, it looks like that's like the edge of it's floating, like it's like it's kind of on a ledge. So like, is he? How is he? It's almost like the Satana. Like, how is he gonna hold up like that? It looks very some advanced engineering going on here, essentially.
Yeah, I think that's what's gonna is gonna take the cake is the base. Once we see the
Mm-hmm.
base, I think people are gonna appreciate it because it's a dark concept,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So
Right. 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 Exactly. Exactly. So it's exciting. I'm excited to see this. I like that Daniel Bell's putting out, well, not Daniel Bell's putting out. Sideshow's putting out more statues of Daniel Bell's work. I appreciate that.
You know, it's
And
crazy.
what's that?
You know, Sideshow has a suggestion like page where you suggest pieces. I've been
Right.
suggesting this character for like 2 years,
Really?
and then they do it, and I don't quite like how they did it, and it's
Mm-hmm.
bugging me. The same thing happened with the Iron Spider, too.
Mm-hmm.
I just occasionally I'll go there, I'll spam it. Maybe I'll do it every day for like 2 weeks, and I'll like give it a break for like just a little bit, and I'll start doing it again. And this character was one of the ones that was like on my list of things that I wanted them to do that I kept on asking for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm still hopeful. I don't mind the trench coat, but and also like with the trench coat, I don't see Sideshow like doing a different torso without it. But
Mm.
I would like to see them do like a version without the fedora because that stuff is just from the recent animated movie. Even the grapnel gun, at least I believe so. I don't, at least the way it looks. This reminds me of the character design from the movie. But normally, I would expect it to be with like actual like I don't know what kind of. I don't think it's a revolver, but like a sidearm that takes a cartridge, or like a kind of like magazine.
Mm-hmm.
But didn't we see this like kind of this concept with the Tom Holland movie? Didn't they like kind of slightly embrace this concept? If I
Tom
Which
recall,
Holland.
which Tom Holland movie?
the Spider Man No Way Home movies. I think it was where he had that dark suit.
Oh, that was like a stealth suit or something. I think he called
Yeah,
himself Spider Monkey, something like that.
yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
but I think that's based off of this concept.
No, no, that's a different concept because this is more like well, I don't know the timeline in America, but like I say, like around the mobsters, like when there was like organized crime syndicates, like the mafia, big in America. That's the timeline this is trying to capture. But like the No Way Home movie was doing like a stealth suit. It wasn't like really this concept.
Mm-hmm.
No, I said base off this concept. Base.
Oh, okay.
So I think I'm cool with the trench coat,
Okay.
Buck. I'm cool with the trench coat. I can see what you're saying about the fedora because I've never been a huge fan of the fedora situation, but I almost feel like it fits. Um, I don't know. I gotta go back and look at some pictures of him without it, but I do think it looks pretty cool. Again, I think my main interest is going to be the base because the base looks very interesting. Looks like there's some broken glass and, like you said, the way they've done this, Photoshop and all this stuff, like it makes it look like the building is burning. So, what is it actually burning once with no effects and all that stuff, right? So what is it actually going to look like? So I'm excited to see it, man. But before we move forward, let's get Cash's thoughts on the Spider-Man Noir. Let's see what he says about this.
Cash Money was good.
What's up, Cash?
What's up? What's up? What's up, man? Uh, I don't really have any thoughts on it, man. It's Daniel Bell, so that's good. But I'm not I don't know the character, so
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like the color scheme, though. Looks like it's painted well and obviously sculpted well. But I'm not sure if it's something I definitely won't be picking up unless I like learn about the character and just end up liking it or something.
Luke says probably another force perspective base under that. I hope not.
I don't think so. I think it's going to end up kind of having the same base as Daniel Bell did with the Daredevil. I think it's going to be something kind of similar.
So Spider-Man Noir was set in 1933. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, it's a different spin, and it kind of gives me that Dark Knight kind of feeling too.
Mm-hmm. So let me ask you: do you think this piece will pair well with other people's collections, or will this stick out like this type of Spider-Man?
I think you got to love the story. If you love the story, you'll like this piece.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only reason why I'm getting this piece.
So what we thinking on edition size and price?
That's a good one because I don't know if too many people are familiar with this character.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly. That was my thing. I don't know how popular he's going to be with people.
1,500 and
don't
it's
say that.
no ES and the price is gonna be $700.
Nah.
You think it's gonna be cheaper?
Yeah.
Nah.
I think 700 is the new 550. Man.
No.
Have you been paying attention?
I think 700 is the new 550.
I have, but not 700 for this character because I mean, on a panel of 4, I'm the only one that said I'm going to get this one. You guys are not even considering.
How much is the new Penguin?
700.
How much is the latest Spider-Man PF? 690.
The force perspective base joint.
Yeah, and it has no switch outs. It's like just that.
I think they stopped doing switch outs, hadn't they? They stopped doing that, right? They haven't been doing that lately, have they?
Yeah, I don't think they have actually.
Because the Iron Spider didn't have it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
The Captain Marvel didn't have it, right? Captain Marvel didn't have a switch out. I think there's.
Yep,
I mean,
no
I think
switch outs.
it may be officially safe to say they're shifting away towards switch outs and just
Yeah,
kind of going with what this is just a statue. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, Daniel Bell doesn't like switch outs because he said if you go to like Michelangelo and all those like famous sculptors, they sculpted one item. There was no swap out.
correct.
So
Hmm.
makes sense.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know about
And,
that.
and 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 as you collect and the more you upgrade, you'll start to realize, like, look, I'm not gonna use certain swipe outs.
Right.
It's like you're just holding pieces, like my Jason Farbach Batman. It's like I don't use the swipe outs. You know.
Hmm.
But the question is, though, the reason why you don't use this far box style because the portraits are barely any different,
You're right. There's three of them that's like the same look.
and it's just him turning his head.
You're correct. And
So,
there's
like,
and there's one that I like that sold the statue to me was him looking down. That's the only
yeah,
one that was sold me. But you're right. You're right.
yeah.
You don't really,
But that's Prime One's fault, right? Because they didn't give you like a variety. They didn't give you like proper variety between the switch outs. But when you get like switch outs that are different, like there's a meaningful difference between them. I think it's worth it. I like to have
Yeah.
that option.
Yeah. I'd rather just get one, one portrait, and I'm good with that. But look, to be honest, I like this piece. When I saw it, I was like, yeah, I'm definitely getting that.
For
I'm just
sure.
a comic book head.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's what's up, though. That's what's up. Glad glad. I like when pieces are released and people are excited about it, whether I collect it or not. Like it doesn't matter. I'm just happy that these companies are putting out quality work and people actually want this stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Let's see. A switch out portrait with no hat or different right hand would be good options. I agree. I agree. I agree. It would be a good option. If you're a Spider-Man fan and you want every version, okay. But other than that, I don't see the point.
I agree.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, this piece right here is really for the Spider-Man head.
But you know what? It's like, okay, when you're a Spider-Man fan, right? It's like you're gonna look for different versions. Like when I do my room tour, you're gonna want to see different versions of Spider-Man. Like you're gonna want the red and blue Spider-Man. You're gonna want
Right.
the symbiote Spider-Man. You're gonna want the iron suit because you're seeing different versions of your character. You're not gonna get
Hmm.
like 5 or 7 different versions of the same red and blue suit. If you get what I'm
Right.
saying, you're gonna look
Well,
for that.
some people do, but
Yeah, you're gonna
yeah.
you're gonna look for that one signature that represent that particular suit, and that's what
Right.
you're gonna stay with. 'Cause I still have the old school Spider-Man where he's jumping over the beam, and that's my signature Spider-Man. But I'm not gonna go for another red and blue unless somebody really, really paints the picture in my imagination.
I will say that if someone like people who really into Spider-Man, this would look dope in a Spider-Man setup.
Yeah,
Like let's say you got Miles Morales, you got the regular
exactly.
Spider-Man, you got this Spider-Man, you got Iron Spider. You know what I'm
Yep,
saying? All kind of together. That'll be kind of hard. That'll be hard.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Yep.
I feel like I'm complaining about this a lot, but another thing that I don't quite like is it seems a bit skinny. And I always
Really?
expected, I always felt like this version of Spider-Man was a bit like broader across the chest, but just that's because of the clothes he wore. He always seemed like more imposing.
Do you remember
I,
playing that game, Buck? Because it's like I remember it, but I don't.
I do like I owned it 3 times.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
that's funny. Stats doesn't know me well. I have 10 red and blue Spider-Man.
Yeah.
That's funny as hell.
I,
What's Buck's opinion on the White Hole Studio?
oh, we're gonna get to that game. We're gonna get to that game. Don't worry.
Okay, okay. Is this yeah, actually yeah, I have it right here. Yeah, we'll get to that. Yeah. Let's see. What about Captain America Sam Wilson? I think that's a meaningful switch out.
What?
Talking about the new Captain America, the black guy?
Yeah. I think there's like on the Daniel Bell like previous like Captain America statue from Sideshow. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's a custom switch out with the Sam Wilson head.
All right.
I actually like it. At least I like my Switch out because it's well done. It's well sculpted, but normally I wouldn't just offer that.
Hmm. The game didn't have free roaming. It was based
It was
off point A and point B.
linear.
Linear joint. Yeah, yeah. Bro, listen, I cannot wait until that new Spider-Man game come out later on this year.
Yeah, man.
Woo! Spider-Man 2.
Yes.
Woo! Spider-Man Miles Morales. I'm gonna be hyped about that. I
Cash,
don't
you played it?
Yeah, I
I
played
played
both of them.
yeah. I have I beat the Miles Morales game.
Me too.
I watched the Spider-Man joint on YouTube. I didn't buy it, I watched it because I didn't have time to play it. So I just watched somebody else play it. And
Yeah.
I got the story saying all the same. But that Miles Morales joint is fired up.
I think
Yeah.
we about to have Venom in this one. I think in this
Yeah.
third one.
Venom
Yeah.
gonna be in this joint. It's gonna be fire.
Hopefully, it's a
Woo.
playable character like Ultimate Spider-Man on the PS2 and GameCube.
Oh,
Yeah.
by the way,
Ultimate Spider was dope. Yeah. Huh?
did y'all hear that the new Spider-Man game is supposed to be like Ratchet and Clank, like the new Ratchet and Clank game where they were going through different worlds?
Yeah,
You heard that rumor? Like multiverse, like this Into the Spider-Verse type stuff?
man, leave that shit alone, man. This shit,
I
Yeah,
agree.
man.
I agree. I'm with you. I think it's best the way it is, like just the
Yeah.
one world and all that. Like
yeah.
I think that's fine. I don't
Listen,
think they need to
there's
do that.
so many different stories you could tell. Keep it tight and controlled. Don't get into the bullshit.
You
Like,
can do, I mean, Venom. You can do. I think they said in the next game they may do Green Goblin in the next game.
Woo.
That'd be hard. That'd be
Yeah.
crazy. Bro, imagine you swinging around Green Goblin like chasing you. That's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty tough. I can't wait for that game. Let's see. I'll never play Miles. You tripping, Brandon? You tripping? That Miles game is
Yeah.
fire.
It was definitely different. It wasn't the same as playing with Peter Parker, but it was still a
Exactly.
good game. It was still a good game.
Yeah, and it was
it's
short,
great.
sweet. It was a short
Yeah, it was
game.
definitely shorter.
I went to school for video games to learn how to make them, and I haven't played any single player video game since 2018. Uh,
Really?
I haven't finished any. I haven't played and finished any other than Uncharted 4. I finished Uncharted 4 in 2018, and I haven't played any game like that. It's like the school just sucks the soul out of you, and you don't want to play games anymore.
It's funny because I still try to find time to play video games, especially getting the VR now. Like it's just amazing. Like it's just I wish I had time to continue to play video games forever. You know,
Yeah.
I wish I had the time. It's just it's funny because the Resident Evil Village, not no, the Resident Evil